Hello, Sherry Kirshenhuter here, and I want to bring on a friend of mine. His name is John Kakoa, and he is a husband, a father, a grandfather. He lives in the town next to me. He is a fellow biohacker, and I thought it would be great to have bring on a gentleman because I've had the gals on before, and let's see if I can get him. Yeah, and here he comes for your patience with me today. He's going to join us here any second,
Okay.
and there he is. Yay! Sorry about that, but I'm glad
I
we
think it
got.
was my side. I was trying to do it from my desktop and I switched over to my phone.
Oh, okay, no worries. That's not a problem. We're just glad you're here. So tell me how you started to become a biohacker.
So I originally found Tara Wilson's videos out on YouTube, and I heard her talking about this NFR2 product and oxidative stress. And I started reading a little bit more about oxidative stress, and I got really excited about the product. And I actually went down, met Tara, and she kind of told me about the product and the company, and found out that there's really no other product on the market that does what our products do. And so as I became educated about oxidative stress, I was, thinking, this is just something that's happening in your body. You're not even aware of these changes going on. I go to the gym pretty regular thinking, I work out, I eat well. Um, I wouldn't have a lot of oxidative stress. Come to find out that athletes actually have more oxidative stress in their bodies than people that don't work out. So I was excited to try the product. And so I couldn't wait for it to show up. So I had to wait that time period for it to get mailed out and sent to me. So when it got there, I was very excited about trying it. And of course, immediately I started noticing better rest. Just, I mean, my wife says I fall asleep in 3 seconds. I say it's more like 3 minutes. But I am pretty much out for the night. I get very restful sleep. Um, I get up at 4 a.m. every morning. So that may be part of it, but I just noticed that I don't have those intermittent wake ups through the night. I just have a solid restful sleep from the time I go to sleep till the time I wake up. But we were talking the other day, and I think what amazed me the most about the product was I used to suffer from migraines. And during summertime, during allergy season, because I had bad allergies, I used to get migraines that used to last 7, 10 days. I used to live on ibuprofen, and that never really got rid of my migraines. It just kind of reduced it enough that I could work because I spent a lot of time working in front of computer displays, and that just puts so much stress on the eyes and
Yeah.
really causes headaches all by itself. So uh, after 30 days of on the product, I just noticed that I wasn't having the sinus problems. I wasn't having the itchy eyes, the watery eyes, everything associated with allergies. But then I started to notice I wasn't taking Advil as much as I was, the ibuprofen to reduce headaches and migraines. And as I stayed on the product, I just noticed that all those symptoms just kept reducing more and more. And it's to the point now where I have not had any migraines since I've been on the product. So off of all the ibuprofen, which is
Yeah.
great, which isn't good for the body to begin
No,
with.
that's amazing.
And so yeah, so the other great thing is no more allergy suffering. So come summertime now, I don't have all the symptoms of allergies, and I used to get it really bad. And so it's nice. I mean, that was just a plus from the product. I didn't even expect those kinds of things to happen from the product. So that was a nice plus for me, just to not have migraines and sinuses and allergies and all that. And then on top of it, I just feel better. I mean, I sleep better, I'm more rested, my workouts are better. So just amazing. So I actually documented before I started how my body felt, how my sleeping patterns were. And so I kind of watched them as I was taking the product so I could really see if there's really any changes that were taking place. I just didn't expect such notable changes.
Well, it's nice to have that base level that you know where you started and what's happened in the meantime. You actually layered on more products though, isn't that right?
Yeah, so I started with just a Protandim because I wanted to see how the product would impact my body. And I wanted to
Which
see the
is
changes. I didn't want to take a bunch of products and really see, you know, which one was impacting, or influencing my body and how it was working. So from there, I actually went to the 1-2 punch. I went from the NFR2 to the Nerf 1 product, which helps make healthy mitochondria. So everyone knows that's your powerhouse, kind of gives you all your energy. And so I started taking one before I go to the gym in the morning on an empty stomach. And I just noticed that my energy levels in the gym were so much better. My recovery time between workouts and between sets was better. And then after I get home, I would actually come home and take my second NFR1. And I just noticed my energy levels throughout the day were better because, you kind of hit that 10-4 kind of foggy time when your body starts to lose energy. And I noticed those had dissipated. So
yeah.
my energy level was pretty even throughout the day, and I was never wired or amped or anything. It's just I wasn't tired, that where you just feel like, oh, I'm running out of energy.
Yeah, didn't have the lag.
Yeah, I didn't have the lag, and I really liked it. So I was on the NFR1 and NFR2 for a while. So again, I kept doing research on our products, and I didn't realize how much your gut's related to your total health.
Mhm.
Because I was like, I have a healthy gut. I'm a pretty healthy person. I don't really feel like I need to do any type of gut or probio product. But it's amazing. The more people I talk to, I'm surprised how many people do have gut issues. But just because you're not feeling the symptoms doesn't really mean that you may not have an unhealthy gut. And so as I got onto our ProBio, I just noticed how much better I feel. My stomach, digestive, everything is just better. So again, it's all about baselining and taking the product and then watching your body change over time. So none of these are miracle drugs. None of
Yeah.
these are miracle supplements that, hey, the next day you're going to feel like Superman or you're going to feel great. But I've seen over time for me, I've seen very subtle changes in my body just being healthier, more improved. And a lot of it has come down just learning a lot of oxidative ring that sends all my little alerts to me on my phone.
Thought I lost you
Uh,
there for a minute.
it's just my front door ring going off, saying it must have been like a delivery truck or something coming in. But no, I just thought it'd be great, when we were talking that you said it might be good just to share, some of my results and what I've had with the product. And I've been very happy with it. So I've actually moved up to the Vitality Stack, which is just a total body health supplements. And I've actually got off all my other supplements. Everyone that knows me knows that I used to take like a handful of vitamins every day. I used to take A, C, D, E. I took amino acids. I took lipos for keeping fat down. I mean, so I'm off of all those products, and now I just do our products.
Mhm.
And I actually have seen better results in the gym. I feel better. My energy levels are higher, and like I said, my rest is better. So I'm very happy with our products, and I recommend them to everyone I talk to. Um, I find that a lot of people that are more active and seeing this notice the changes more. But I've had a lot of people that aren't gym rats that
Mhm.
have taken the product and they rave about how much it's helped them in their energy level and just their sleeping.
Yes, yeah. And for me, it was reduction in joint pain in addition to the better sleep, more energy. And I have another question for you. What about, I think you're an Axio fan as well. I'm a huge Axio fan. I think it's great stuff. Also, a great pre workout, but I use it whether I'm working out or not. What's been your experience with the Axio added into your Vitality Stack?
So the Axios I'll use a lot to kind of wash away that brain fog. So I talked about that 10, 2, 4. I don't drink coffee. I do no caffeine in my diet. Um, I have acid reflux, so the caffeine agitates my stomach,
Mm-hmm.
and same with the acid in the coffee beans. So I've never done a caffeine product, but I would get those lows. But the NFR1 kind of solved that for me. But I'm also in the high tech industry, so we sit in meetings and we'll sit through 8, 10 hours of PowerPoint, and even NFR1 can't save you from that sometimes. So I will pop an Axio into my water,
Yeah.
and I'll sip on, and I just notice my attention span's better. I don't have those lows, and I'm just more alert, and I seem to absorb a lot more
Yeah.
information taking the Axios. It just seems like your brain is just really attentive. And again, it's not like taking like a Red Bull
Right.
or like a 5 hour energy where you kind of get this pump of energy for a short period of time. It's just a more alertness,
I
and
agree.
your brain just seems to and takes information in well.
I feel like I get a better sense of focus and
Yes.
just a little more alert, more focused, and I just feel like I'm sharper for whatever reason, what, and like I said, whether I'm working out or not. It sometimes I take it before I go out and play tennis, and I feel like it really helps me keep an eye on the ball. So, just it can be used in different applications, but I think it's fantastic. Um, is there anything else that you wanted to add? Because I really appreciate you coming on today and sharing your story. Quick question regarding your acid reflux. Do you still have a problem with that?
No, amazing enough, I don't even take my acid reflux medication anymore. These products, I don't know if it's the ProBio or the NFR2 or NFR1, but I just noticed I don't need that product anymore. So it seems like my gut's healthier, and I don't need the medication, which is great, which means now I'm on no medication, I'm on no supplements. Everything I'm taking now is all natural, no GMOs, no artificial coloring. So which is great. I mean, as we get older, the last thing we want to do is be putting artificial substances in our bodies.
I agree. And then also, how long have you been on the ProBio now? Excuse me.
So the profile for me has been about 4 months. So I just jumped on the Vitality Stack, but I've been on the Protandim for about a year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and I love the product. Um, and I notice customers that have really done the baseline and they're watching the changes see the differences. Some of the customers will take it for a week and go, I don't feel anything. And it's like different for everyone. So what worked for a week for someone may not work in a week for you. So that's something to understand on the product. But what you need to do is just kind of baseline yourself and watch and measure your changes.
Yeah. Now, and just, so we make sure everybody knows, just John has, gotten relief from his allergies. He's not having migraines anymore. He's not, having his acid reflux, but we do not claim that our products cure, treat, mitigate any disease. This is just John's experience with his body getting what it needs, and it's able to heal itself, I feel. Do you agree?
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, uh, we definitely cannot go out there and tell people, hey, if you take this, you're never going to have
Right.
migraines. Again, I think the product helps that person's body what it needs. And so what mine needed apparently was with allergies and migraines, and it's amazing. I was not expecting that from the product. But I cannot say that everyone who takes this is no longer going to experience no migraines, and no allergies. But I would say, definitely give it a try and see how it helps your body and how your body responds to the product.
Yeah. And I think for me, just kind of one final note, you know, the base of our product line is our NF2 activator that reduces oxidative stress by an average of 40% in the first 30 days. And if you do any research on disease and aging, oxidative stress is the root cause of all disease and aging, or almost everything. And if you're able to lower that, that I think is what gives your body the ability to start healing itself like it's meant to. So anyway, that's what I found, and I think a lot of other people have too. Um, any parting comments?
Yeah, there's one thing I want to share is it wasn't for me. It was from a good friend of mine. He jumped on the Protandim product. He's all about natural herbs and healthy eating, and he actually watched the video. He went down, did a he did the product for 60 days, went down and did his T-bar blood test, and there was an improvement. And so he did where they do the, what is it, your actual age to your
Biological age?
biological to your right. And I guess his body was 78 years younger than what his actual age was. So if you were to just look at, from his blood test and what he did, he actually was younger than what his actual age is. I mean, this guy's in amazing shape. He's at the gym all the time, and he loves the product. He said the only thing he didn't like about the product was he's retired. He said every day he goes, I go to the gym. He goes for his walk. He walks 5 miles every day, and he comes home around 2 o'clock and he takes his nap. He goes, I can't take my nap anymore. He goes, I lay down and I can't fall asleep. He goes, I miss my nap. He said that was his only complaint about the product. He said he can't nap. He had his energy level. He said he's not wired. He said he's just not tired.
Now, repeat that for me. He's how old?
He's 70.
And they said his biological age was.
So they said his biological age was, what was it, like 63?
Wow.
Yeah. They said that, he's much younger physically than he is, by his biological date. So he was pretty happy with
kidding.
that. Matter of fact, I saw him in the gym the other day, and he was pulling up his shirt, showing me all his abs of how ripped he is. But it's just another case. He said, you don't feel it working, but he said it's definitely working. But he was one of these guys. He wanted to go down and do all the blood tests and see if there was really a difference. And he's one of my few customers and friends that are on the product that actually did that. And then he also had his prostate checked. So he did it before he got on Protandim, and then he did it afterwards. And so 60 days later, he did his prostate check, and I guess his his testosterone level was off the chart for his age. I mean, because male testosterone as you age it declines, and I guess he was in a higher percentile than a male in his 30s.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was pretty amazing. So he's a great customer because he's given me so much feedback and so much data. Matter of fact, in one of my postings, he actually gave me a copy of his T-level test, and it was a before and after, and I actually had posted that out there probably about a year ago. But yeah, he loves the product. He said he'll be on it till the day he dies.
That's awesome. And that's with a lot of our customers have that kind of loyalty once they start seeing the results and feeling so much better. It's an easy decision.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thanks again, John. I really appreciate you coming on today and giving us a men's perspective of the products and your biohacking experience. So good to see you. Thanks again for your time and have a great day.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, take care, John. Bye-bye.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.